Do you know, I've just been having a look back at this book and I have absolutely zero idea how it goes together. So I may have to rethink the cutting guide. Hi, Tracy. Yeah, I think so. Hi, Diana. Hi, Louise. Yeah, more or less. Everything's tidy again now, which is always a bit of a difficult thing to get right. But yes, I think we're recovered more or less. You might recognise this paper actually, because this is some that we had left over from the weekend. I thought I'd get a head start on my fussy cutting, except then I realised it was like 7:25, so I wasn't going to get that much of a head start at all. Well, it wasn't enough. Right, 2 ticks, and I will be with you. Let me just get this done. I've also lost my fussy cutting scissors, but I lost them before the weekend. So I have zero idea where they've gone. I know. Terrible. Right. Hi, Sonia. Hi, Angela. Hi, Candice. Right. What else do I fussy cut? So I'm looking at this book. This is the book. And I'm looking at it and I'm trying to figure how the flipping heck I put it together. And I genuinely don't know.
Kari says hello.
Hi, Kari. Happy birthday for Monday. I just cannot make head nor tail of this at all.
Shall we watch the videos?
We might have to. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, on the cutting guide, which I copied directly, it says 4 at 4 by 4 1/4. I don't understand why we need the 1/4 inch. Genuinely don't understand it at all.
Well, if you don't.
So I think I'm going to ignore the fact that even exists, and I'm just going to go 4, 4 1/4. Oh yeah, I do know. That makes sense. Right, back to square one then. Hi, Vicky. Did I finally give you the right information? Hi, Susan. Oh, Susan, I was messing around on Facebook the other day and somebody was asking about paper craft classes, and I mentioned the library and hope I tagged you in on it. I hope. So you might get a message, you never know. Oh, is this camera messing about again? It is, isn't it? Hold on. That's because I've just switched it back on after the weekend. Let me just
Doris says hello.
Hi, Doris. How are you doing, lovely? I haven't seen you for a while. How are you? I can't remember where it was, Susan. I think it was actually it might have been Brown Hills Bob. Might have been. Yeah. Right, hopefully that should stop the camera messing about.
Sorry.
Well, I don't know. Hi, Angela. Right, okay, so yeah, what I thought we'd do is have a look at this little book again, which I've realised I must have used. I remember what I used. It was Flora, which I think was Echo Park, which is what this is, which is why it looks so similar. I have got lots of this left. It was a post about a lady who was suggesting starting like a knit and natter or a crochet and coffee, I think she said it was. But then people were asking about papercraft, so I suggested that you might know. Oh, that would be nice, Paul. So anyway, yeah, so now I think I've figured out how it goes together, although I'm still not entirely sure. We might as well give it a go. So like I said, I have got some of these papers left over. So if anybody wants to start, just let me know. Although I did have a plan to do something else with them, which is what I was doing this afternoon before I dropped them in a cup of tea. So I might have to start that one again. But there we go. It happens. Well, I don't know what you're laughing for. It was the tea that you brought me.
Oh no.
Yeah, I know. I just
slaved
dropped the
long and hard.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Right. Now, I know it's been a long time, dear, but you do realise that there's a cutting guide.
Yes, I'm in the process of trying to type it out.
Oh, you are. All right then. Okay. So this couldn't be simpler, but it also couldn't be prettier. So it'll be nice and quick and easy to put together. So, shall we give it a go? If you all grab some pretty pattern papers, because you don't really need a lot. Well, the only reason I've used plain cardstock on this. Hi Peggy. Hi Mary. Well, or tea flavoured paper, one or the other. What was I saying? Oh, the only reason that I've used plain cardstock on this is for the little tags that go in between the pages, and then what I've used to bind it together. But I don't really know. You don't have to have it. It's just it looks pretty. That was my theory. So I don't know if I dare admit this in public. I've broken my precision.
Literally broken.
Literally broken it.
It's busted.
I said to Mark, it's not cutting very well, and I really can't figure out why. I think it needs a new blade, which was really odd to me because it's a self-sharpening blade and you're not supposed to need another one, but it was cutting something terrible. So Mark had to look at it, and this I've broken the housing where the blade is. So my answer is no, I don't know how I've done it. I can't even believe that it's possible because of where it's broken. I just don't know what's happened. I've absolutely no idea. So I'm back to my trusty. Actually, this is the new one. This is the one that I bought when I was over in the US in a lovely little Amish craft store. Just back to blades. Sir. Right, so as far as I can tell here, although I'm still not convinced by this, you know what? Ignore my cutting guide.
No, touch out.
Well, yeah, no. Hang on, let me just count these pages. 1, 2, 3. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. Can we just ignore the cutting guide?
No,
or I'll just do. Oh, okay. Well, I think what we should do is cut 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, okay. We're just going to ignore part of the cutting guide. So you see where it says from pattern paper, cut 10 at 4x4. Hi, Ali. Hi, Elaine. That's what we're going to do. We're going to ignore the 4 1/4 inch thing because I have zero idea what that relates to. So how many pieces of paper have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the backs. So I need to decide what I'm going to use on my cover. Well, that's easy. I'm going to use that one because I just love it. So I'm going to cut 4, I think, out of that one. So 6, 4x4, 8. I'm cutting, hang on, 4x4. 10. 2, 4, 6, 8. Right, so I'm cutting. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I'm going to cut 10 at 4x4, but I've got 4 pieces of paper. So I need to cut 2 extras out of 1 sheet of paper, depending on which I like. So 1, 2. You can put this up on the board, dear.
I have them.
Have you?
Yes.
I can't see it. Oh yeah, there it is. Three, 4. Five, 6, 7, 8. Oh, let's do that one. 9. 10. Right, so these are my pages, and as I recall, what we're going to do is we're going to do them back to back. They're Life is Beautiful by Echo Park, Elaine, and these were left over from the weekend, and I was going to do, well, I'm in the middle of doing, well, I've got 2 sorts of paper. I've got this and I've got the Vicky Booten Where To Next. And because I've got quite a bit left, I thought what I'd do is like mini projects. So you could buy a kit for some mini projects. But I could just do this, I suppose. I just thought it would be a nice little extra class for us to play around with. So yeah, watch this space because there'll be something coming. Right, so if that's my covers, that's going to be like that. And then let's go to that because that's going to fit like that. And then let's go to that. And then those 2. And then do I want that one or that one? Ooh, that one. Yeah. So now I'm setting these out how I want them to be, because what we're going to do is we're going to glue them back to back. Okay. So I've just decided how I want this to look when I glue it together. So I've got this page, which is going to open to that, which is going to open to that. Oops. Oh, that was all nicely. That fitted before. Aha, like that, doesn't it? Yeah. Well, actually, I don't even know why I'm bothering because you're not going to see those. Then to that one, to that one. Oh, to that one. Right. Okay, so we've got our pages cut out and I've decided what order I'm going to put those in. So I'm just going to put that to one side. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to think about what I'm going to use to put my pages together. So what I did in my original was I cut out some pieces of white cardstock, which I then folded and put some pattern paper on the top. So, but I'd still got that little reveal. So you can see, no, not on that one. Where is it? You can see that reveal down there, that little white card reveal. And I really like the way that looks. So I think I might find a piece of white cardstock and do the same. You could skip that bit and just go straight into pattern paper, but I don't want to, so I'm not going to. So what I'm going to cut now are my connectors, which I think we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4 of, and I'm going to cut 4 at 2 by 4 inches. So I'm cutting 4 at 2 by 4 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. And then I'm going to need one that's going to go around the outside of my book. So that I'm going to cut at 2 3/4 by 4. 2, I can't work this out. 2 3/4 by 4. Okay. Right. So you can either use your scoreboard for the next bit, or you can just fold it in half, whichever you prefer. I've got my scoreboard to hand, so I might as well use it. And I'm going to score on these pieces. These were the 2 by 4 inch pieces. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to score on the 2 inch side at 1 inch. So right down the middle. Okay. And then this awkward one, which was an odd size, 2 3/4 by 4. We're going to score on the 2 3/4 inch side at 1 1/4 and 1.5 inches. So that's going to have a lovely little gusset right down the middle. Okay. Right. Now we can start to put things together. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fold on these, and I think if I can find my bone folder, because that's, I've got a great big box of stuff downstairs I need you to bring back up for me, dear. No, not now. I'm going to fold those down the middle and just burnish. Oh, too much. Too much, yeah. We have for a change, haven't we? Okay. So now I've got that done, I might as well do this one as well. I'm going to glue these together. So this is my front cover, okay? So I am not going to put a pocket here to put a what do you call it? A tag in. You can do. If you want to leave this open and put a tag in it, then by all means do. But I'm not going to. So I'm going to grab my glue, and for the front and back pages, what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue them back to back. So I'm going to stick some glue. Oh, I only opened this today. I really should keep lids on things.
Yes.
I haven't got anything to poke it with. It's all downstairs. Well, no, I just need something to poke it with. In or something. Well, that's a bit thick.
Yeah, I've got to do that. Oh, that's fine.
Just something like a paper clip.
Talk amongst yourselves.
We'll be back in a minute.
small Allen keys.
Oh, there's one dead paper on the floor. Thank God I'm messy. There we go. Right.
Jill, will you be getting the new 49 market range?
Well, I did have it on order actually, but I just kind of got sidetracked. But I do have something using the new 49 and market, and that's all I'm showing you at the moment. I meant to get it done today, but I didn't. So I'll keep you posted. Right, so where was I? Right, so what I'm doing is gluing. This is just for the covers only. I'm just gluing one on top of the other. Okay. But for the next page with my two pieces, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little bead of glue around three of the edges, like that. And I'm going to glue those two pages together, but just on three sides. Okay. So that's glued together, but we've still got an opening here. Okay, so that's still got an opening there. And I'm going to do the same with the next two. Now you can see why I decided where I was having my papers before we started. It just makes this bit of the process a whole lot easier. Oh. Yeah, I'm just getting glue everywhere. So same on that one. So that's a page. And let's do the next one. Now, the nice thing about this book is that it's kind of infinite in that once you know how it goes together, you can put as many pages in it as you want to. All you have to do is just increase the size of your spine covering, because there's no limit to the number of pages that you put in this. Right, this is my back page, so I'm going to stick these directly together. You can do 27 pages if you want to do 27 pages, but then you'd have to cut out 54 4x4 squares. But you could make this any size. You could make it 3x3, you could make it 6x8. You could actually make it any size that you wanted. It's the principle's the same no matter what. Maybe I should call this the infinity book. Okay. Right. So those are my pages stuck together. However, the book isn't stuck together. So I'm going to do that with these. So what I'm going to do is in between each page, I'm going to glue one of these connectors that I folded in half. These are the 2x4 inch pieces. And I'm going to glue one there like that.
David says late to the party, did we have cake?
Did we ever? Then some glue on that side.
And he says, I'm looking for sweet little darling colour.
Oh.
Could that new book be the one?
The 49 and market one. It could well be. I'd show it to you, but I'd rather get it decorated up first. But yes, that would do very well, I think. So that's how I've put the pages together. Okay, it couldn't be easier, but I've got the openings pointing outwards, so away from where I put that together. So now I'm going to take another connector, pop some glue on that, like that, put it back on that page. So the fold is at the spine side. See, it couldn't be easier. Now you can see just how easy it would be to add as many pages as you want to this little book. It's just never ending. You would never have to, you know, you just keep going. Each page is flush with the one before, so you can see it's all like one size. Okay, let's do this one. Check where my opening is. There. Pop that down. The final one. But you know, like I said, it doesn't have to be the final one. You can keep going. And this is a really great book that you could make with, you know, kids or grandkids. It just couldn't be easier.
Again, I guess there's no cake left.
Oh, I don't know. There might be because we haven't had any.
Always cake left.
I must admit, I did chat to Wendy this morning, and she did tell me that she was going off to make cake. So, you know, look, that's tea. That must be where I dropped my book in the tea.
Tea for two.
Yeah. Right, so there we go. So that's all put together. So I've got that page, on that page, and that page, and that page. And what I'm going to do now is decorate it up. So I'm going to put some pattern paper on these bits here, and then I'm going to make some tags to go in between the pages. Now this piece, that is going to go round there, and then we can decorate that up. So earlier on, when class started, as you could see, I was cutting out some images. So you get the idea that you can just, you know, put things on, a bit of ribbon maybe, all sorts of things.
David
So I'll lend you Mark.
Depends if he's got the one with you.
I wouldn't know. Right, so let me see. I'm going to cut out those middle bits. So that's going to be, let's try and match it up, I think. I'm going to keep it at 4, but I'm going to cut it at 1 7/8, I think. So that's going to fit in there. And I want that blue one. Then butterflies.
Go, but he wins. Catch up, mate.
See, Luke. I don't know. So I'm just cutting these. I'm still cutting them at 4, the height of the book, but I'm just cutting them at 1 7/8. So it's just 1/8 of an inch less wide because I want to be able to see that rather lovely white cardstock up against the design paper. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold them all in half. Half, yes, in half. Now you could ink these if you wanted to. You could distress them. The world is your oyster. Okay, so I'm going to glue that on there like that. So you can see I've still got that kind of like that line down there, because I think that looks quite nice actually. So just put some glue on the back. Let's pop that right in there. Probably in the middle would help. There we go. Let's fold that over and make sure that sits straight. Oh yes, that looks nice. Right, let's do the same with this one.
Eddie says, look how this is coming out, just so cute and little.
It is pretty, isn't it? Oh, the paper really helps. Even better if it was straight.
Max keeps licking his lips.
Why? Have you got treats up here?
I haven't.
Oh, that's bad.
I know.
You should. You're right, Max.
We'll greet you for your treats.
Lad.
Go downstairs, Max. Sleeping in.
Probably looking out for Fred. He's probably been causing trouble again. Right, let's put that one in. Okay, so I've just decorated those up. That looks kind of cute. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to have a look at this one, which is going to fit to cover up these bits here. That's going to fit over the top there like that. I can't remember, 2 3/4, wasn't it? But I want to put something on the back that's a bit of a contrast. So I'm going to go. I don't like any of these. Maybe that one. So that was 4 inches, wasn't it? By, what was it, 2 3/4? Yes.
Hello, sorry, I'm very
Who is? We'll let her off. 2 3/4, which is there.
Oh, Harry, talking to Suzanne Newbury Moore.
I was. We were talking about Atlanta trip.
Ooh.
Right. I think if I stick that on first and then fold it afterwards, once it's dried a bit, it might be all right. Right. But I'm going to leave that to just dry for a minute, and I'm just going to do a little bit more fussy cutting, I think. If I could find my scissors. Does anybody know where I put them?
No.
Just had them in my hands. What the heck?
Oh, Ricky Spicer on YouTube says, "Hi, Cal, funny catching you live."
Brilliant. Although all you're going to see is me losing my scissors. You see me using them. You have seen me using them.
Using them at the beginning there.
So where have they gone?
They'll be exactly where you
They're not. They've moved over there. I didn't put them there. Well, it wasn't me either. I didn't do it. Right, so I did a little bit of cutting out, as we call it over here, earlier on. So I'll do a bit more. I've lost my new fussy cutting scissors. No idea where they've gone. I've lost my other bone folder.
And you broke.
And I've broken my precision. So all in all, no, it's not. I've had better. Although the good news is I was having to go out incredibly stupid early in the morning to go and help Dad with some work he's having done in the garden. And now it turns out I haven't got to get up super early tomorrow. I've got to get up super early on Friday instead, which would have been okay, except that's when I've scheduled the sub-box papers to come, thinking that I wouldn't be in tomorrow. So hopefully they'll be able to deliver them tomorrow. Again. Who knows? Because I know exactly what I want to do. I messaged you this morning about it, didn't I?
Yes.
So sub box is kind of sorted, which is lovely. Lovely. And it'll be involving a special make a mark tool. Oh, I've just had a brainwave.
Diana asks, "Are you using the orange water can?"
The what now?
Your watering can.
Yes, except it's downstairs because I used to sit the weekend, so I took it with me, and I haven't brought it back upstairs yet. It's in my big box of things for Mark to bring up. I yes, it has been used. In fact, I even let everybody else use it at the weekend because I had all of the paint pens in there that we were using for splatting purposes. Now, hopefully also, as well as the delivery of the sub box papers, which have just had an absolute brainwave about the page construction. It's funny how these things just hit you at the strangest times. Like middle class, middle of the class, and I've just suddenly had a brainwave how to do the pages I wanted to do. Yeah, it is actually. Oh, I've just had an even better brainwave. Oh, I'm on a roll. Oh, this is going to be awesome. Awesome. Hopefully, early next week, I'll be taking delivery of the first lot of our pattern papers, which should be printed and on their way at the end of this week, I hope. Which would be good because I want to use them in the Summer Memories retreat in June, which is rapidly approaching. Yeah, so am I actually. I think it's Max actually. Right, I think the last of the coronation orders should be out tomorrow, which means we're up to date. Apart from, which you know about, the kits for our next project, our next big project in here, which I'm going to be uploading a video, a final overview video to YouTube later. But don't forget that your last day to order a kit will be this coming Friday, and I'll go over the box again in a minute. But if you don't order by Friday, that'll be it, I think. Yeah. You've got a choice of 2 lots of paper. You can either have Savannah or the new Magic Forest, which is what I'll be using in class. So you can't see that one yet because I haven't made it. So it'll be exciting. We'll all do it together. But yeah, do please order those before Friday because after that it's going to be too late. Well, it would rather. I mean, it is a big kit. It's got 5 packs of 12 by 12 paper in it for starters. Plus lots of grey board, 12 by 12 and A4. In the Savannah kit, you'll be getting a 6 by 12 collectibles pad. In the Mystic Forest, it'll be some die cuts, ephemera. They don't do it for that one, the 6 by 12 pad, I don't think. Acetate, cardstock. It's a massive kit. It's really huge. So yeah, I know it costs a little bit more than the others, but there's a good reason for that. And it's actually, when you see everything you're getting, it's extremely cost effective. It is a bargain actually. Yeah, this is the lane.
Just place my order.
Brilliant.
She says, I think I'm going for Savannah.
It's difficult to choose. but I'm well, before this is because this I've used wet glue on this and it's quite a small book. I wouldn't mind giving this another 5 minutes to dry before I start decorating it up. So what I'll do is I will get the box out now to show you just quickly. As I said, this will be a YouTube video properly in a minute. Let me just show you this. So this is the project. Where are my glasses? I can see that I've got it in screen. So yeah, this is it's huge. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you just how big it is. I have taken a whole load of photos this week, but it's so hard to actually get them to do justice. I don't know where my ruler is. Oh, it's 12 inches, isn't it? It's 12 by 10 by, I think that's about 6 inches. It's an absolutely massive project. And what you've got on the cover of your box is an acetate front with a deep, what do you call it? A deep thing base, I don't know, so that you can layer up lots of pictures. Now, if you were to use a different collection, you know, if you were say like that absolutely gorgeous new graphic 45 one, little one, I think it's called. You know, you could even put like some baby memorabilia or something in that, because it's a very similar construction to the Warm Wishes project that we did. And then when you open it up, what you've got here is you've got your book and you've got your puppets. So the book, actually, you can just pull it out like this, but I'm going to be including a little piece of ribbon, so that if you wanted to pull it out like that, you could. Yes, the ladies who came on the retreat at the weekend saw this in real life. And then you've got all of your puppets, which, yeah, I know it's a bit gimmicky, but who cares? Now, probably didn't say this hugely much last time, but this is a new sort of binding. I don't think I've seen it anywhere else, but it's an expandable binding. So if I'm just going to have my book that thick, that's great. But if I want to add even more photo mats and even more photos, this binding will expand, and the book is deliberately designed with a huge kind of gatefold spine here. This book will expand even more. So I think that's about 4 inches worth of spine that you get there. So I probably haven't shouted about that as much as I have previously, but you are getting this brand new expandable spine on there. So I hope that will be of interest to you if you're, you know, you wanting to make some sort of like folio style book. But you'll always, the closure will always fit, because, you know, at the moment mine's, you know, that thick when it sits down. So my closure, it folds over like that. But if it was thicker, you know, if it was thick all the way, then it would sit like that. You know, it just depends on how thick my book is. But I'm quite proud of that, actually. You know, because it doesn't look out of place if it's not expanded as much as it could be. Hope that kind of makes sense. So the box, as you can see, is divided into 2 bits, and I'm not going to lie, Mark made the box up for me. I mean, I did tell him what I wanted, but he's gone and done his own thing, and it's just wonderful. It's just perfect. So, you know, the box will be, you know, part of the project, and you are getting the items to make that as part of your kit as well. So when you open it up, you've got, you know, I mean, this is the nice thing about Stampede. There's always lots of nice little images that you can use throughout. When you open it up, this is the gimmicky bit, which I still think is daft, but kind of fun. Is you've got your puppet theatre here. So you've got an acetate fronted frame, but here you've got your cheetah, which is vroom, 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 the fastest cat in the world. Meow. Oh yeah, that's true. And then you've got your elephant and the elephant baby. And look, the sun is coming up and shining over the savannah. Isn't that lovely? And then And then the lion, he's not sleeping tonight. He's just sat there waiting until somebody goes past, and then he pounces out and has his tea. So, you know, your grandkids, your kids can have lots of fun with that. I know it's a little bit silly, but it does make me laugh. So, how many books have you seen with a puppet show in there? Not many. What do you mean you're grateful for that? But anyway, so I just put some little daft things on. Now, the only thing that I would say is if you're in Australia or New Zealand, I'm not entirely sure at the moment whether or not I can send you the sticks. These are bamboo sticks. So finally, Cracked Ellie. So you might have to source those yourselves, because I know when it comes to sending wooden items, it doesn't go down too well with customs. So there we go. Anyway, so there's your puppet show. So we're going to make that up and have our little puppet theatre backdrop. Then you open up the book here and you've got a belly band. But the thing about this book is that there are lots and lots of pockets with lots and lots of big photo mats and fold over photo mats. So that one pops in there. You've got these two big photo mats here that go in that belly band there. That opens up and you've got pockets here with photo mats. And then that opens up down here and you've got this pocket with these photo mats in there. So there is a lot of space for photos in this book, a big lot. Come over here and what you've got is an open up bit here with a little closure. I just like that. I'm just going to do this really quickly because I'm cheating here with this. It's supposed to slide on, but it's much quicker to do it this way, she says, except it's not today.
Giraffe is a fairy animal.
Giraffe is a what now?
A favourite animal.
Oh, I thought you said a fairy animal. I was thinking it's a bit big. I know. Anyway, that goes on there and then slides. You should see it in real life. Jill will tell you. Oh, I'm sorry, Diane. Diane. Rah! She knows what I mean.
Yes, the lion attacking the elephant.
No, it's zombies. She knows. I was talking to her last night about zombies. Photographs of zombies. Anyway, so this one, you've got two little photo mats, two little pockets here with photo mats. And then you've got a big photo mat here with big images. What now?
And you said that's big, so sweet.
Well, eventually. Okay, so you got that one. Have I put that in there right? I haven't, have I? Is that in? What have I done? There we go. So that's on that one. And then you turn that over and you've got, this is a photo mat that slides out like that. So I've put lips on all of the photo mats, all of the big ones especially, just because, well, I thought it looked nice. And it gives us like kind of nice opportunity to add in some bits there, and then that opens up and you've got some more space for photo mats here. So you can see this is a book that has got a serious amount of space for photos, and every page is different. And this one here, you've got two flappy bits. I should call this the Elaine Lorraine book because of all the flaps.
Yes.
And those pull out, those pockets there. I don't know. By the way, that I that's not what you meant to be printing.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. And then you open that up, and then you've got, this is a stacked pocket. So you've got little photo mats and things down there. And then here you've got pockets with longer photo mats on. And this, as I recall, yeah, look at that matting. I'm proud of that because it went right. So those go in there, that flaps back down there. Open this up, and then on this side, you've got photo mats here that fit in there. these photo mats pull out of this area here. Okay, so they're in there. Then that opens up and you've got photo mats here, and then you've got flaps and photo mats there, and then that opens up and you've got the same flaps and photo mats there, and then on the back here you've got more flaps and photo mats. So you can see why I use so much paper. This is going to take us a fair while to do, I suspect, this book.
At least 2 weeks.
Yeah, and then on the back, now this was something that I made for another class. This isn't actually part of the kit, but I'm sure you could easily make your own. This is one of the hidden paper clips that I made. But what we've got here is we've got a flap, we've got a stack pocket, big photo mats. Open that up and you've got another photo mat there. And then here, this photo mat actually pulls out. So you've got room for lots and lots of photos on there.
Amazing.
And then this is a belly band with more flaps and photo mats. Oh, I'm off camera. Sorry, everybody. Wait, well, you'll see it better in the proper video that I've done for YouTube, which I'll put up later. So let me put that back in there. So anyway, you get the idea. This is an absolutely massive project. So, and you've got until Friday, although it might well be Monday by the time I get around to doing it. You've got it's not going to make any difference whether I order on Friday or Sunday, to be honest with you. So yeah, we'll say the end of the weekend to order for your kit, but the kit is huge, absolutely massive, and you get everything in to make that. So that's that project. Ouch. Which will be starting in a couple of weeks. So back to this one. So I think what I'll do is I'll just go over this score again. Now I've glued that pattern paper on the top. Let's fold that. And that is going to glue on top of there like that. So I think I'll just a little bit of glue on there. And let's pop that over. Line it up. Now I'm leaving a little bit of a gap here at the end because it'll make it a lot easier to open. Okay, and whilst that's drying, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the little tags to go in there. So I'm going to cut 3, and I think I'll cut them out of white cardstock to start with, and then I will cover them. So I'm going to cut them at 3 3/4 squared. I don't know, I can't remember what the cutting guide says. Let's go for 3 3/4 squared. Probably not right. Maybe 3 1/2 actually. Let's try 1. Yeah, it's going to be better 3 1/2 squared. So 3 1/2 by 3 1/2. Let's have a look, see if that fits in there. I'll just trim that down a little bit more. So those are 3 3/8 now. And I want some patterned paper. I think I might do them all the same, actually. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm going to want something to pull out the tag, so I can find my circle punch. There we go. Right. That doesn't look very straight. It's not. It looks marginally better. And then I've got the circles that I punched using my circle punch, and I'm going to use those as pulls. So if I stick one in the middle like that, then stick the other one directly on top, I've now got a nice little tag end or pull or whatever you want to call it. Oops, probably should have glued that on a bit better. There we go, there's one. So I cut these at 3 3/8 in the end. 3 3/8 of an inch square. And then my pattern paper to fit. Pop that in. This is when I find out that I've glued it all wrong. Okay, I'm just going to cut another one of those because that is terrible. But you could put photos on these bits. You could write a bit of hidden journaling, I guess. Pop that on there. And then that's going to go in there if I haven't glued the wrong bit together, which who knows, is entirely possible. Oh no, it's right. That's going to fit in there. There we go. So those are in. And then we've just got to decorate up the covers on the inside. So I'll just do the cover on mine rather than keep you here all night. Let's see, what have we got?
Alison at Warstock in London says, if paying monthly, is there extra to pay in?
Are you talking about the sub box? Okay, right, the sub boxes. If you've just decided that you want to subscribe now, or you subscribe in between the last sub box coming out and now, to catch you up, it might be that I have to invoice you for any extra payments or payments that have been missed. So say, for instance, if you signed up today, and I'm not going to guarantee that you're going to definitely get it, but you should, because I've ordered plenty. Then if you order today, you'll have paid one payment out of the 3 towards the sub box. So what I do is I invoice you for 2 payments, which would bring you up to date. So you will have paid your 3 payments to the sub box now. Send it out and we're all good. Then the next subscription payment, which will come automatically, will go towards your next sub box. So you get your sub box after 3 payments, if that makes sense. The boxes come out in arrears. So you make your 3 payments and then I'll send the box. So if you've been in it from the beginning, you've made your payments, it's all good, you're going to get your box without any problem whatsoever. But if you're new to it, in between the first one and now, I may have to invoice you. But I will message you before I do that, rather than just, confuse you and make matters worse. Do you know what? This paper's so pretty, it really doesn't need a lot.
Also, he's looking forward to seeing the sub box cover.
Well, I know exactly what I'm doing.
Alison's thank you is looking forward.
I hope that helped a bit. I like that just on its own.
Just do it on its own.
Well, it is. I don't know. I just like it just on its own. It just doesn't need anything else. I mean, you could ink the edges, you could distress them, you could draw, you could stamp. You've got images here that you can fussy cut out. this is terrible now. I can't just put one image on there. Oh, don't worry, Alison. Don't think about you getting easily confused. It's mainly me.
Celia says hi.
Hi, Celia.
Everyone.
Everyone. What, you as well? Oh, I thought so. I was going to say.
Celia.
It would.
Someone of you know.
Yeah, because you're really old now, aren't you?
Yeah. I am.
I'm not sure if I've cut that remotely straight. See, that is also nice. Be even nicer if I matted it onto some white cardstock. Or, no, blue. No. Oh, this is really hard. Now I don't know what to do. I was so sure when I started it that I knew what I was going to do, and now I don't.
Mary says, go rogue if you like it.
I do. I just like that, just on its own. You know, keep it simple. Stupid.
Let's kiss.
Put little one. I guess I could put like that there, or
Pink, says Wendy.
pink. Yes, yes, I know about you and pink, Wendy. I mean, that would be nice, I guess. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to have to faff with this now.
Oh, no. What to do? What how to do? Pink butterfly.
Decisions. I don't know.
Yes.
Has anybody ever made a 3D printer make a tune?
Yes.
You could have it for a theme tune.
Yep.
The Make a Mark theme tune.
Yeah, you can get them to play.
Oh, I don't know. I'm going to be faffing with this for hours now. Anyway, you get the idea. Decorate it up. You can put all sorts of nice bits inside. Not on the best paper, that would be better on there. So you can put pattern paper, you can put decoration on. There's some flowers. Here's some flowers. You can put some flowers on it. You can put, I put a whole page of photo on there. All sorts of things. So you can, you know, decorate up one side of the paper with, you know, patterns and put photos on the other side or whatever. You can put, you know, photos on your tags that go between the pages. It's entirely up to you. But that is a super quick and easy book, and it's just so quick and so simple. You know, like I said, get the youngsters doing it. And don't forget to put any that you make in the group, because I always love to see them. But it's such a quick and easy make that I expect to see everybody doing one. So we will be back next Wednesday. And then I expect the Wednesday after that is when we're going to start the big project. Perhaps it depends how long the paper takes to get to me. So it'll either be that Wednesday or the Wednesday after. So we will see you guys back on next Wednesday. If you've got anything that you want to do, let me know, and we'll set something up. And we'll see you really soon. And don't forget to keep checking the shop, will you? Because I keep putting little things in that I find. So if you go and check the new in, you might find some new bits and pieces. So yeah, don't forget to check back regularly, and we will see you really soon. Bye.
Oh.